could be a food plant or a food storage warehouse, receiving or delivering clean and pure food for our good health. The Food and Drug Administration presents Integrity of Food, a responsible concept of sanitation. We will review these prerequisites because all of you working in this important industry have a key role to play in protecting food. Integrity of food implies purity and keeping food clean. So, our primary goal is the protection of all food products from any possible contamination or decomposition. A baker is proud of his bread when it looks good and it's clean. The wise baker, though, knows that bread dough must be processed in clean equipment. He also knows the flour, the sugar, the dry milk solids, all the other items needed are of top quality, that these ingredients were held in a clean and a protected storage area before use. Yes, there are many stops and goes which alert us. This modern control panel in today's milk pasteurization plant must be observed by an alert worker concerned with important sanitation control measures. So that's what this film is all about. We'll observe sanitation guidelines in the handling of food by machines and by people. Because you, whose job it is to process or store or transport that food, have important responsibilities. Yes, today's distribution centers move lots of food and fast, but good sanitation practice is a must. For instance, this forklift operator in a warehouse should be as well trained in matters of sanitation as he is in the actual machine's operation. It has been said, a sanitary plant is an orderly place. Orderliness leads to efficiency no matter where it occurs, in a warehouse, in a milk plant, or any other production operation. Plant cleanliness, an index of good management, is good business, but the practice of sanitation is also required by the federal Pure Food Law. As we observe food stocks moving through food plants, warehouses, and other distribution centers, we might well ask the question, what about the food handling equipment used in the movement of all this food? Is it clean? So, an essential rule in evaluating what is needed to ensure product integrity is to keep food handling equipment clean. In a food storage area, the cleanliness is important. Not only the pallet itself with care and its maintenance, but the floor area of the immediate environment in which palletized food is held until used. And to other fittings used in automotive milk transportation tanks for bulk delivery. Thus, we maintain the integrity of the food from the farm to the processing plant. In other words, the environment. Let's consider in some detail food storage, under an imaginary microscope, if you please. Possible contamination of food by insects is our subject. If are good, we won't find insect-damaged products if good sanitation practice includes reject all incoming contaminated food. This includes the immediate cleanup where spillage or contamination has occurred, at the loading platform, delivery truck, pallet storage position, whatever. Proper record keeping of rejected or contaminated foods encountered is also a must in good sanitation practice. For instance, will the material be destroyed? Where? How? or will it be allowed to accumulate in some other area of the plant? Yes, refrigeration is a significant control in preventing decomposition of the product and or its contamination. But we not only must maintain proper storage temperature, we must practice sanitation while we refrigerate. Meticulous attention is required in the cleaning and handling of equipment used in the refrigeration of food. This refrigerated milk storage tank and attendant sanitary piping is a good example. But it is also important that free circulation of refrigerated air not be hindered by overcrowded palletized stocks in storage. Let's review now an extremely basic rule we must apply in our study of the integrity of food, and that is, store food away from walls. It's difficult to keep this area clean. It appears clean now, but how long is it apt to stay that way? But the painted item code and pallet position lines in this storage area appear to be clean. This is sanitation in action. So, if we can store food in a clean work environment, up from floors and away from walls, and with orderliness, frequent and thorough examinations will be made. Yes, proper inventory rotation, the FIFO, first in, first out, is valuable warehouseman's jargon, and every good food storage manager is convinced of the virtue of this sanitation practice. So, real areas of a warehouse must be scrupulously clean, and all undesirable lots immediately destroyed. So, beware, don't let it be the primary contamination center. Avoid positive approach in guarding against incidental chemical contamination of food is, do not use or store poisonous chemicals near food. This means we restrict pesticide control measures to careful application of chemicals according to pesticide regulations. Let's review now another possible contamination associated with rodents, birds, or similar pests. First off, this tight-fitting door to the outside may keep them outside. But let's also take a look outside. Good sanitation practice means also clean grounds about a food plant, an area free of litter, waste, refuse, or other items that may constitute an attractant, breeding place, or harborage for such pests. But inside the plant, in food storage areas, fresh rodent tracks visible in flour dust is a dangerous signal, a breakdown of sanitation control. This is spots located by ultraviolet light are confirmed as rodent urine by further tests. So, a sample is taken by the sanitarian for the laboratory tests required. We must regard sanitation as a quality of cleanliness in storage areas if we are to maintain an effective pest control program. But let's say be a grade A quality product in storage. Or it may, within the meaning of Section 402A, 4 of the Food, Drug, and Cosmetic Act, be adulterated food. Quote, if it has been prepared, packed, or held under insanitary conditions whereby it may have been contaminated with filth, or whereby it may have been rendered injurious to health. Unquote. Every person, and second, reflect positive attitudes in the practice of sanitation. So let's review what you may do in keeping food clean, a prime benefit of good sanitation practice. You can be proud of your immediate workstation, such as a clean pallet and a truly fine product in storage, and be conscientious about it. You can be methodical in what you do, Or in simple language, make it a habit to proceed in an orderly manner, whatever you do. Be thorough in how you do your job, which means you take pains in being careful about details. So, you can evaluate requirements needed to ensure product integrity. Become familiar with these general rules, and you will help to make integrity of food a responsible concept of sanitation.